used to be someone. A person. With a beating heart. A pulse. Thoughts. Emotions. They say that they've made me better. And I don't know what better is. I don't know what I've become. What I can do. What damage I can cause. I want to know who I was. And I'm gonna find out. Alrighty guys, welcome back to my channel. First you're going to start out with the MAC Strobe Cream and you're just going to apply it all over your face. Scarlett Johansson has really nice skin. I mean, she's a cyborg, she's supposed to. Anyways, you're also going to want to put a wig cap on because we're going to be putting our wig on at the end of the tutorial. Next, you're going to want to apply the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. You can use any foundation for this, but I did use a pretty light foundation because I noticed in the film she has very pale skin. And next, you're just going to want to blend that out with a foundation brush. This one is by Morphe, it's one of my favorites. And then also, I didn't include this, but I'm going to also blend it out some more with just a damp beauty sponge. Next, we're going to be taking the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. You're going to want to do your regular concealer application. If you do have any zits or anything else you want to conceal, definitely go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to be highlighting the normal parts that I always do. Also, we're going to be priming our eyes just so we can get that done as well. And you're going to need a lot of powder because we're going to be setting a lot of stuff. So I already blended everything in. Now you're going to want to set everything. I would set my eyes first because normally these are the ones that crease first besides your under eye. So right after you do your eyelids, set your under eye and then set the rest of your face. And for the powder, I'm just going to be using the Airspun translucent powder. So for this next step, we're going to be doing our eyebrows and we're actually going to be doing them in black. So if you already have black eyebrows, congratulations, you get to skip this step. But unfortunately I don't, so I'm going to do them in a similar shape that Scarlett Johansson has in the film, and they're also going to be black. Okay guys, I'm going to be taking this Makeup Geek black eyeshadow for the eyebrows. Also what I will do for this step is I'll take some Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Rose Water Spray. And I'll actually spray the end of the brush after I've dipped it in the eyeshadow. Like so. And it will create a harsher, darker line. Because I don't like working with powders when I do my brows. I prefer pomades just because I like how sharp it is. And I know some people might think that's not natural looking, but I like the way it looks. So for this step, I'm going to be spraying the eyeshadow just to make it pop a little bit more. Alrighty guys, for these eyebrows, I would apply it the same exact way you normally do your brows, except at the end, you're going to want to make them a bit sharper than you normally would. So actually I went and finished that brow off camera. It was giving me lots of trouble, but we're good now. Next, I'm going to be taking the Hoola bronzer by Benefit and just really contouring my cheekbones, or sorry, the hollows of my cheeks. I'm going to be using a lot more bronzer than usual because Scarlett Johansson has very sculpted cheekbones. Now I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. I'm going to be taking the darkest shade in there just to add a bit more depth to the contour. Next, I'm going to be taking the same exact powder I used earlier and using it to clean up my contour with just a flat brush from Morphe. Alrighty guys, for this next step, so I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Scarlett Johansson has she has a narrower face than I do. So basically, if you do have a more wider face, like me, you're going to want to do this step, but if you have a more narrow face, like her, you can easily skip this step, just contour the bottom of your jaw, or yeah, you can just completely skip the step. But I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer as well, and you're going to want to go ham, and I mean like freaking ham. Take your contour brush, like I said, ham. And you're going to want to start right at the bottom of your earlobe and drag down to your chin. Now this looks crazy. You're like, girl, I get it. First contour under your jaw. Same over here. You're gonna have enough product to do this. And then you're just gonna want to blend that all out with a fluffy brush. So next, we're going to be doing highlight, and we're actually going to be applying no blush to this look. In the pictures, I couldn't see any blush on her. I don't think she put any on. I don't even really think she was wearing a lot of makeup. I just want to say she was wearing probably like just foundation, concealer, eyebrows, and lip gloss or a lipstick. But obviously you want to have the contour cheeks, the sharp eyebrows, you know what I mean? So this would not be a makeup tutorial if we did not do highlighter. So I've actually never used this before. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Celestial. I've never used this. I don't know why I've never used this. I think it scares me, honestly. But it has a little dropper and you can drop the product in there. Let's see how this goes. Hey guys, for the highlighter, I'm just going to be applying it with my finger first and then blending it out with the Beauty Blender. Next, I'm going to contour my nose the same way I always do, and then blending it out with a fluffy brush. Then I'm going to be applying the highlight to my nose, the middle of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. Okay, now I'm going to be taking an actual highlight powder and doing my temples and then my under eye and the corner of my eye. And that same white highlight I used in my previous video. Awesome, awesome highlight color, super bright. Guys, so now we're going to want to dust away all that powder we had underneath our contour. Now we're going to do the eyes. We're actually not going to put any eyeshadow, nothing on the eyes. In the movie, she doesn't wear anything on her eyes except all I could see was like a little black line on her lid, like just the smallest piece of eyeliner, like ever. So you're just going to want to start using a liquid black liner. I did very small strokes. I didn't want to put that much on at all because she doesn't have that much on in the film. Next, I'm just going to be using a regular mascara. It doesn't really matter because her lashes are just coated with black mascara in the film, nothing special. Now for the lips, I'll be taking a NYX lip liner in this nude shade. I don't know the exact shade, but I will definitely link it down below. And her lips are actually bigger than mine, so I'm going to overline my lips a little bit. And then I'll be taking this NARS pink lipstick to finish off the lips. Alright guys, so if you want to stop here you can. This is right before they unveil her as the cyborg, as the Ghost in the Shell. And if you continue watching, I'm going to show you guys how to do the part right before they take part of her face off. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty guys, now onto the fun part. So you're going to take that same exact black eyeshadow you used, take a small angled brush, and you're going to be drawing the lines on from whenever they take her face off and reveal that she's a cyborg. What I used for this was a Snapchat filter came out, and it actually put the lines on your face for you, and I took a picture and I just used that picture as my reference tool. It was super easy. Now I'm going to be taking a smudging brush, putting it in the same exact black eyeshadow, and just adding a little bit more dimension on the lines. Now Scarlett Johansson has been beat up a little bit, so I'm going to be taking this darker red purple shade and adding a little bit to the lines to make it look like bruises and just irritation to the skin. I'll also be applying it around my nose and using a fluffy brush to place it underneath the eyes to make it look like dark circles. For this last part, I'll be applying the same exact highlighter along the first lines next to my nose. It'll make her look more like a cyborg and like she's transforming into the cyborg from being a regular human. Then I'll just be cleaning up the parts of the highlighter went over the lines with the same exact black liner I used for my lids. Alright, now it is time to put the wig on. Grab any black bob you have that has bangs in the front. You're going to want to chop it up, make it look really nasty. And there you go, you're done. You're ready to be Scarlett Johansson and Ghost in the Shell. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.